It's yours truly, Ricovibes. Welcome to another edition of the Ricovibes video podcast. Today, we're in the presence of royalty. And I'm going to explain that in a little bit. But welcome, Michael Star, to the show. What's going on, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Oh, man. What you been up to, man? It's been a pandemic and everything, so what you been up to?
I've been learning how to mix, making my own beats, really, and just doing engineering work for other artists, and just working on myself again. So I've just been working.
Okay. Take us back a little bit, man. What got you into the business, or what inspired you to get into the business?
I've been doing musicals since the age of 8. So
How old are you now?
I am 22 now.
Okay.
I'm 22 now. Since the age of 8 years old, so I just been dabbling into the industry by then. So like 12 years old, I wanted to become Michael Star, like, you know, leave my friends and just start my own adventure.
Gotcha. And I mentioned at the start royalty. And the reason why I said royalty, you are the son of someone famous in the music industry. Who is that?
He goes by the name of Mikey Spice. And my father.
Wow. Did he inspire you in any way to do what you're doing now?
Yeah, a big inspiration, but since I was a little youth, he was traveling a lot, so I had to learn a lot of the musical aspects myself.
Right.
But he was a big inspiration, so yeah, big up my father.
Okay. Has he taught you any lessons at all in terms of the industry, in terms of what you're doing?
Yeah, he wants me to play a lot of instruments because he
Really?
can play keyboard and drums and all them things.
Right.
And he wants me to play like the keyboard, so I'm learning that now. And yeah, he just taught me like don't look at it as a competition.
Right.
Look at it as your work. Look at it as this is not a job, this is what you are here to do. So
Gotcha.
I try to, yeah.
In terms of who he is, at what point did you realize who your father was?
Let me think. I think he did a show in Atlanta. I'm not sure what show it was. I think it was a Valentine's show. And I just seen him on stage, and I was just looking back. I was like, "Whoa!" You know, he had his own band and all them things. So I was just like, "Yeah, this is what my father does."
Wow, wow. Now, growing up in the U.S., and I assume you grew up in the U.S., most kids or folks who grew up in the U.S. wants to be a rapper or something like that, or R&B. Why did you gravitate towards, I guess, your roots, reggae, dance or whatever?
I guess because it's just in my blood, but let me think, because I've done pop music, and I still do. I still produce pop music, R&B and hip hop, but dancehall is just a love, and it's just something I'll just do for the rest of my life. But I still dibble and dabble in the world and just do EDM and all them things, but dancehall, lovers rock, reggae is my song.
And you're comfortable as a singer versus a DJ?
Yeah. Singer, but I could DJ a little here and there.
You can DJ a little?
Yeah, a little, but I'm still practicing. But.
Right. So you do some of your own writing, you do your own producing, your own mixing and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
What made you want to get into that route? Because most people, as young as you are, just want to concentrate on the talent part of it. What made you want to do the behind the scenes part?
I think it's because I've worked with so many producers. Shout out to Javon on the beat, my #1 producer. But I just worked with so many producers as a child, and I just wanted to learn how to. This is my sound. This is what I want to do. This is my key. This is how you engineer my vocals. So
Got it.
I just sat in the studio, and then I'd have to learn. So just this year and year before that, it was just me sitting down, learning my craft.
Wow. And when we look at you, you're very much into fashion.
Oh, thank you, man. Trying.
I looked at your videos, I look at you, in person, you're very much into fashion. Is this something that you want to get into, like merch and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, merchandise in the future, yes. And fashion show stuff. I like to style up some people. That'd be a cool thing to do.
Really?
A little styling up, yeah. See if I can do that little shit.
So the Michael Star, how did the star, is this where you want to reach for the stars, so kind of thing? How did the star get into your name?
Yeah, I want to reach for the stars, and I got the name Michael Star from my mentor, when I said the musicals and the plays. Her name was Tamiko Star, so I was just like, yeah, give me that star in my last name. You understand? So Michael Star.
Gotcha. Wow. Once again, folks, Michael Star in the building. What do you see yourself, say, in a couple of years from now?
A couple of years, hopefully established. Hopefully have my tour running, a good fan base, and just more supporters, you know?
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Now, you recently signed to King's Promotions. What was that transition like signing with King?
Big up Uncle George, you know, King Promotions. But it was just, you know, a family setting because he's worked with my father. And he told me that recently too, so I didn't even know that.
Oh, you didn't?
Nah.
Wow.
Him and my mom, you know, for my father have a relationship. So she told
Gotcha.
me, you know, he used to work with your father. And I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know.
Wow. So it's come full circle, pretty much. Wow. Can you see yourself doing a collab with your father down the road? Am I letting something out of the bag here?
Hopefully, you know, if he takes me as serious, you know,
Okay.
Hopefully.
Okay.
I can't give no promises, you know.
Wow.
When it comes to him.
I think that's the hardest part is when you have a parent or as big as your father is trying to live up to those standards and expectations. Yeah. Wow. Is there anyone you want to do a collab with? You know, anyone that's in the industry now or anyone that was in the industry?
One of my biggest inspirations is Chris Brown. So Chris Brown, and when we talk about dancehall and them things, I say Bounty Killer because I listen to him almost every day. Wow. Vibes. Wow. And I just like artists. Right. I can name them all, but those two.
Wow.
Definitely Bounty Killer though. That's my number one.
It's strange because a person of your age at 22 wouldn't, you know, most people would say a governor or, you know, Vado, you know what I mean, somebody like that. But for you to say Bounty, that's huge. That's huge.
Big inspiration.
Wow. So what do you gravitate towards more in terms of the genre of music? You know, you explained before that you've done hip hop, you've done EDM, R&B, of course reggae dancehall. Where do you gravitate mostly towards? I'll
probably say dancehall because I dance a lot in my performances.
Yes.
So I have to say dancehall or any hip hop dancehall, just something I can, you know, move. Because R&B is more like the ladies and all them certain things, but dancehall is just more of a.
Yeah. So does dancing come naturally? Because I look at your videos and you do dance a lot and you have that smoothness about it. It doesn't come like it was rehearsed. Does that come natural to you?
Yeah, when I perform, it's a lot of freestyle, a lot of choreography. But big up my mom. I've been dancing in my blood. So yeah, dancing is just something that is mandatory when it comes to videos, performances. Anything that you see Michael Starr in, you will see dancing.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
How about EPs and stuff like that? What do you see in the future for those in the immediate future?
I'm working on an EP right now, and I'm just really working with artists, you know, making music. But EP is something that me and Uncle George is, you know, talking about right now.
Okay. Producers wise, do you follow producers? Are there any producers that you want to work with?
That's one thing I do need to do. I do need to do my producer research since I'm so by myself. Right. I do need to do my producer research. So any producer, hit up Michael Starr. I'm willing to work.
Wow.
You know, any genre.
Gotcha.
I'm all about the music.
And how about collabs in terms of writing? I know you do a lot of your writing yourself. So how about that?
I'm big on, you know, it's I never had a problem with writing with other people. You know what I mean? When it came to old managers or old producers I worked with, I never had a problem with it. You know, music is music. We're coming here to make a pot of gold, you know what I mean? We're here to make magic. It's really for the people, so I'm here to co-write, and people can co-write my stuff, so.
Do you follow trends in terms of, you know, look and see what's hot, what's trending, and decide to either write or produce towards what's trending?
Very much so. I do see a lot of trends, but I don't follow trends. I'm more of a, I look at it's funny because I listen to a lot of Garnet Silk and you know, I listen to like stuff like that, Baron Talib and all them, you know, just like, yeah, that's my sound. So I say Bounty Killer every day. For me to like follow a trend or to bring trend into my music, it has to follow back in the day and today. I'll never just do future like, oh, this is the trend, let's do it. No.
Gotcha.
Jungle music with the trend.
Really? Jungle music, wow. So you've traveled to the UK, I take it? But you just know what, wow.
Research.
I'm actually impressed because, you know, you don't find artists nowadays, at least especially your age, who knows like jungle music for one, and who listens to a Garnet Silk, you know, and folks like that, because everybody wants to be the in thing, and you know, Garnet, people like my age, you know, of course we know Garnet, but not people your age. So would you say you have an old soul?
I have an old soul. Every day you'll see me listening to music like that.
Wow.
Every day. Burst. Every day.
Wow.
Every day. It would be a little bit, I'll listen to what's hot now, just so I can keep my ears in tune. Like, okay, this is what they like. They like, they like that, so okay, yeah. Put that in your music, but that's not my everyday listen.
Well, since that you've been in the business for a long time, what advice do you have to give to upcoming artists, such as, you know, as your age or younger than you?
The advice I would say is be yourself, and you know, there's nothing wrong with criticism. You know what I mean? It can always make you better as an artist. You know what I mean? And from there, always don't be scared to work with, you know, nothing with the beef thing and all them. You know what I mean? We're here to make music. You know, we're here to show our inspiration, our supporters. This is what we do. We love y'all. Thank you. Everybody, let's come together and let's do what we have to do. Wow. That's what I have to say.
Wow. Well, folks, you know, we're here with Michael Starr. It's the Ricovibes video podcast. What do you have to say to your fans, man?
Thank you so much for supporting me. Big up Rico. Big up Aunt Marcia. Big up Uncle George. Big up my mother. Without her, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be able to do none of this. You know what I mean? Big up my father.
All right. Thank you for coming in, man.
Thank you so much for having me. Yes, sir.
It's the Ricovibes video podcast. We'll be right back.
She won't let go. Get the girl playing Simon Says so. Said she want my last name, that's a no-no. She said she got some feelings, gotta let go. She said she got some tickets in my last show. Michael Starr, how'd you get away so? I don't know, how that's a no-no. I got so many gonna go. I know you want to lick it, kissy. Man, every time you cuddle, baby, you can catch your feelings. I gotta go, hey, no, I'm very busy. You wanna lay up and just have my picnic. No. Like a yo-yo, girl, you're so red, get a GoPro. West man, your weight in my bows out. Style up and fit in my jailhouse. I heard it's a bashment party. Living stress free, you can't start with. She said, make a stop, please don't leave. When she drop her back, got me feeling so trapped now. I know you want to lick it, kissy. Man, every time you cuddle, baby, you can catch your feelings. I gotta go, hey, no, I'm very busy. You wanna lay up and just have my picnic.
Dance now.